I'd like to talk to you about BH Theatre. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Bahraini. I like the simple things in life. Love watching a good game of football. In the evenings, I like playing guitar. It's a good way to relax. And I absolutely love my movies. Big movie buff. One of my all-time favorites, Infer What You Will. When I do go to the movies, I also absolutely love the taste of caramel popcorn. As you can see, I work very hard for this. Love movies, but I'll tell you what I absolutely do not like. I do not like the long, crazy lines that are in front of every single box office in the country and the region. Bahrain, with a growing population and 100,000 visitors from our neighbors to the west almost every single weekend, this problem is an epidemic and probably only going to get worse. But fortunately, there is a solution. BH Theatre allows you to check showtimes, to book tickets online, to view ratings, and also to hear about what other people have to say about movies. I'm spoiled for choice in terms of how to do this and where I can beat the box office line. Let's look at that landscape. Let's look at the market landscape. Locally, you've got a big player, FIFA, who have created cinema.bh, which is their website. Now, a couple of limitations, but the most obvious of which is the limitations and functionality that a website faces compared to an app, which is what we are. We can have a conversation about that if you like. But their biggest downfall, I believe, is the fact that they're contracted to one cinema provider. Our technology is applicable to all, anywhere, which I'll tell you more about in a second. Locally, surprise, surprise, a couple of big players from Dubai, Novo Cinemas, Real Cinemas. They are cinema companies. They have apps, more money than you would ever believe. And also, the issue is, they are a true testament to the fact that when a client works with an agency to develop a solution, there are downfalls, as opposed to ourselves, the solution. Globally is our biggest case study, and what we aspire to compete with in the very near future. A little known company called Flixster, who are doing this very well, but guess what? They're not here, which is why we need to be the first in the market, and the good news is, we are. Now let's look at that market. Let's take Bahrain along. There's about 50 cinema theaters, with an average of about 300 seats, and about 4 showtimes per day. That yields 60,000 seats that are up for grabs every single day. And if we assume that a booking through our app at a commission of $1, a booking fee, which is an already established behavior, people understand that they need to book something online, they pay for the convenience. And assume that just 10% of the seats booked will come through us. That yields about $6,000 a day. In fact, exactly $6,000 a day. And on an annual basis, the numbers speak for themselves. Clear over $2 million per year from Bahrain alone. Now, what do you think would happen if we go to Dubai, Kuwait, possibilities around this? A very short brief of our history. When we launched in September of last year, we were nominated by Facebook under the FB Start program as one of the leading apps of the future, and awarded a grant to promote ourselves through Facebook, which actually enabled us to acquire the 5,000 active users that we have today. And with a little bit of a push, we are aspiring to reach 100,000 active users in Bahrain and the immediate catchment area by the end of this year alone. And I'll just tell you very quickly what we'd like to do with that. A large part of that will be to acquire market share, some infrastructure, and miscellaneous overheads. And to close, thank you very much again. And for anyone who has an iPhone or Android, please get online, download BH Theatre now. Thank you.
Okay,